So before I get on with the video, I quickly want to do a brief shout out to Sparklered Panda for this amazing GIF on My Hero Academia. Now, just an FYI, don't worry, Anime Onlys, this ain't a spoiler by any means. It was a fanimation that someone made. I discovered today thanks to a couple of Chibits, tweeting it to me, and I was just like, man, this is really good work, some quality stuff. So, just shout out to the individual, and if you like this man's work, go out of your way and go leave a like, go leave a comment, and say, hey, nice animation, I'd like to see more or something. But I just want to do a brief shout out, because it looked really good, and I was like, maybe you guys might like to see it as well. So there was some really good news from My Hero Academia Season 3 Episode 4 release the other day, and I was like, you know what, I want to cover this, because this is stuff that I think many should be aware of going into the upcoming episode, since it's going to be very impressive, and it's going to be like our first true fighting sequence or episode of, My Hero Academia Season 3, and it seems like, Studio Bones isn't really holding back their punches, but early in the game, because the director and the storyboarder for this upcoming episode are pretty impressive. They got quite the pedigree, so to say. We have the director of the episode, Shoji Ikono. Now, Shoji Ikono, I want to have, what his list of stuff he's directed or worked on the screen here for you can see, and at first glance, when you look at this, it doesn't seem that big, okay? He's relatively new in terms of directing. But here's the thing, though. If you go to the bottom part of his list, you will see Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans, Season 1 and Season 2. And I don't know how many of you care about Gundam. I don't know how many of you even watched this Gundam series, but Iron-Blooded Orphans was my first Gundam series. And Iron-Blooded Orphans was spectacular. Probably one of my favorite series of all time. It was well done. And because of that, I gained a lot of respect for the entirety of Gundam in general, just because of how well done that was. And the episodes that this, director worked on, Ikono, he worked on some very quality episodes. The series is very consistent and all that, so that automatically just lets me know going in, since this is going to have more of a darker theme to it and certain elements to it, like with the fighting, then I'm going to say right now that I think he's probably a really good director. But on this list, though, there is one thing that is not added on. There is a certain thing that this director worked on that was not put on this. That was the famous fight between Gintoki versus Takasugi in Gintama episode 305. That is the same director that worked on that episode. That's a famous scene, and many love it, is going to be working on this upcoming episode. So, there you go. Food for thought. Now, the storyboarder is Michio Fukuda. Now, Michio Fukuda has a very long track record of many series. I'll have it on screen for you to see it for yourself. But there is a lot of series that, Fukuda has worked on as a key animator, to the storyboard and all that. To mention obvious few that really stand out to me is Acell World, to, Bakemonogatari, to, Blood Blockade Battlefront, to, Blue Exorcist, Kyoto Saga, to a certain scientific railgun and Index, Death Note, you have Dragon Ball Z movies in here, you have Eureka 7, you got Ghost Sick in here, the Girl Who Leaped Through Time movie key animator. There's a lot of stuff. Even stuff from Higarashi's a part of this. So, when you look at this entire list, you're like, holy crap, this person really worked on a lot. They even have Full Metal Alchemist. They actually worked on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So, that right there just is really impressive. And I actually went back to look at episode 13 and 21, and they were really well done, beautiful episodes. So, just seeing stuff like this makes me extremely happy to see that Studio Bones is not holding back on their directors or storyboarders. They're not trying to be lazy and like other studios. I'm really happy that, just to see that Bones is on a right track with My Hero Academia Season 3. So, I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of this, that, the upcoming director and storyboarder for, Episode 4 is, they're pretty impressive. They're well known for certain scenes or series. So, yeah, I'll have the links most likely in the description if you want to check out everything for, these two individuals. I'll have them in the description to check it out. But, yeah, hopefully you all like this information, and let me know if you like more stuff like this. I don't know if you guys would like me to go over directors or storyboarders storyboarders in the future. I mean, I have a couple of friends of mine on social media that's like, you should, cover this more. And so I'm just asking you, Chibits, would you like content like this more? Like me going over directors and stuff of episodes? Because if so, I might do this more in the future. But it really depends on all of you if you guys like this video. But I love you guys. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. Chibi out.